as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy going to put it up right away. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Jenkins. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the land zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st down, here's Judkins.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
The slot man in motion right. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To the air with McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and put it in.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Andrews, the tight end, in motion. Throwing is McCarthy. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Red. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now McCarthy.
A diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Give up the middle. Jenkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Third and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Go. 70 Lions.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that.
Here we go.
That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
19 Charger.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
It's into double coverage and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
So
Cincinnati.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
11. 180. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
17-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Here we go. Stop.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now it's Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Come on, ready?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas, 42 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, set. Back to 60. Back to 60. Trap 60.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Let's go now. Wrap on 80.
Now McCarthy.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Cut 19.
Here's McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this would be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Gun. Cut.
Now it's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. A good pickup there at 22.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Throwing is McCarthy. This will be caught. Judy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A toss to Judkins, running right.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this one is incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Quick slant cut by Chase. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to... And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Junkins going to run it out of the gun.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 9.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 3rd and 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Throwing the 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Come on, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I'm 1, ready?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Gun, go.
An inside give, Brown.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide inside.
And they take a knee.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.